Hello guys, it is Gate of Theories here, and today we are going to be looking at the movie Zootopia, as we've never really looked closely at this movie, so I thought we're going to have a look at it today. Now, for any of you guys that aren't from the UK, you will not know that in the UK, this movie is actually called Zootropolis. So I'm going to try and say Zootopia as much as I can for the rest of you guys, but if I accidentally say Zootropolis, then just please forgive me. Now, one of my most favourite parts of this movie is the scene where an animal is selling Disney DVDs, but an animal adaptation of it.
All your favorite movies! I got movies that haven't even been released yet!
And I just find this really cool, as they're nice little Easter eggs to add in. But you'll notice that there's 6 DVDs that it shows: Big Hero 6, Tangled, Wreck-It Ralph, Moana, and Frozen 2. But the question is, what's that one in between Moana and Frozen 2? Well, today we're gonna find out. Now, some of you might be saying in the comments section down below, hey, Gate of Theories, of course I know what that film is. But some of you might be saying, hold on a minute, what on earth is that? Well, I don't blame you if you don't know, as this animal adaptation of the movie represents the movie Gigantic. Now, Gigantic was going to be Walt Disney Animation Studios' film about the fairy tale Jack and the Beanstalk, which is basically, if you don't know, about a guy called Jack who gets some magic beans that grow a huge beanstalk up to the clouds, where up in the clouds a giant lives. According to Disney's wiki page, the film was going to be set in Spain during the Age of Exploration, and the film followed Jack as he discovers a world of giants hidden within the clouds. Jack befriends the female giant Inma, who's 11 years old, 60 feet tall, very feisty, and a lot to control, and treats him like a living doll. Meanwhile, the antagonists Storm Giants stand at 120 feet, and it was going to be a musical comedy. Now, this film Gigantic was originally going to come out on the 21st of November later this year, except from it ended up being cancelled on the 10th of October 2017. Also, because it was the first ever CGI Walt Disney Animation Studios film to be cancelled, people say it's sort of like Pixar's Newt, which is the only ever Pixar movie ever to be cancelled. And if you want to go and see a video about that, then you can go and click the card. Now, you'll notice that the date, the 21st of November 2018, might seem familiar to you guys, and that's because that's the date when Wreck-It Ralph 2, Ralph Breaks the Internet, is coming out now. Now, that's not the reason why Gigantic got cancelled, but the reason why Wreck-It Ralph 2 is now being released on the 21st of November is because it was originally going to be released on March 9th, 2018. However, in April 2017, A Wrinkle in Time took over its date, and Wreck-It Ralph 2 was pushed back to November 21st, 2018. If Wreck-It Ralph 2 hadn't have been pushed back, then it means that we would have got 2 Walt Disney Animation Studios films being released in the same year. Unfortunately though, Gigantic was cancelled, leaving a space for Wreck-It Ralph 2 to be pushed back into. So the question is, why on earth was it cancelled? And the answer to that is that it was going to be a really big thing, and they had this brilliant idea inspired by the fairy tale Jack and the Beanstalk, and it was going to be a brilliant musical comedy. It had writers in it from Frozen, directors in it from Tangled and Inside Out. It had several famous people who've created some really good animated movies before, except from it just didn't seem to work. Like, it was a great idea, but it just started to not really turn out the way that the writers wanted it to be. And Pixar and Walt Disney Animation Studios president Ed Catmull commented on the creative issues, and he said, "It's impossible to know when we begin a project how the creative process will unfold, and sometimes, no matter how much we love an idea or how much heart goes onto it, we find that it just isn't working. We're focusing our energies on another project that is in the works, which we'll soon be sharing more about soon." Now, that movie that Ed Catmull was talking about is now going to be released in 2020, and it is an unentitled movie, and so far we know like literally nothing about it. But it's apparently going to be really, really good. And as for Gigantic, If you're like me, I would personally have wanted a movie about like Jack and the Beanstalk. It would have been interesting to see how Disney would have portrayed that. But I guess we'll have to wait and see if in the future Disney ever come back to this idea of Jack and the Beanstalk and try recreating Gigantic, because they might do. It might be cancelled, but they might bring it back. But so far, at this moment in time, it's unlikely that they will. So guys, that is the end of the video. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you did like it, then please smash that like button down below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already with notifications on. And tell us in the field section down below if you would have wanted to see Gigantic, or if you were upset that it got cancelled, or if you're happy with Disney's decision. And also tell us what you think this new mysterious movie that Ed Catmull was talking about, the movie that replaced Gigantic. Tell us what you think is going to happen in it. Tell us what maybe the title of the movie might be, or tell us what you think the movie is going to be about. Tell us all that in the field section down below. And as always, we've been here on Gate of Theories. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Okay, so you know how at the beginning of the video that I said this video would be about Zootopia? Well, it wasn't.